You guys have been all over Canada with your bands and touring and stuff. Tell me about your thoughts of Alberta. Do you have any great Alberta stories or Alberta memories? What comes to mind when you think of this very cold province?
Wow. I'm just trying to think which ones we could actually say on air.
I can always
there are
bleep
mandates
so.
involved.
Calgary's always cool to stand by.
Yeah, we played the Stampede. Awesome. That was a great time. We played a place called Rusty Cage in Calgary, and that was one of the most manic shows we've had for this band. It was crazy. There were people crowd surfing. I'm like, 1998 called. Once it's recreation back. But thanks for visiting.
Yeah, this still happens.
Was that the club we go to where we had all the drinks after?
Yeah. But that's something that seems to happen to us probably 1 in 6 shows. Every so often a bar owner decides, I hate your liver. I'm going to kill that thing. And yeah, that's so far I'm only on number 3. So as long as we keep, as long as I can still buy them on the black market, we're fine.
Hopefully tonight at Essie's, it's exactly like that.
Yeah, I don't think I've played Essie's, so I'm excited to do that. And we'll be doing most of the Crash Karma record, and we'll do some some Our Lady Beast, we'll do some My Mother Earth, we'll do some Edwin, we'll do some Tea Party. We'll do whatever you want. We'll we'll bus your table, we'll polish your shoes. What do you need?
A little extreme. Just play the music.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's about it.
So you guys have been making music for years and years, since the '90s. How different is making music now compared to how it was back when you started? Or is it different?
Well, I think we're all a lot better at it. Not to be immodest, but yeah, it's certainly changed, and changed in a good way, because making records when we first started making records was a very expensive proposition, and now it's it's not as expensive with home recording and the ability to do it more affordably. Everyone's got the opportunity. The difficulty is, not many people should actually make records.
I was going to say that's the problem. Also, you get this overflow of, well, this is a whole pile of
There still should be some type of license application you have to go through.
Or there should be accountability. Like if you make a record and you send it to me because you want me to, produce or help out or whatever, and if I listen to it and it's absolutely terrible, I want that half an hour back. Because that's the finite reason.
You have to come to the pocket seers and clean the toilets.
Exactly. You've got to come to my studio and give me that half hour back.
The lemon law.
That's fine. Exactly.
That's what I do for a living. I'm serious.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're on my
jobs
side.
with Jeff for a bit.
You're on my side.
I know exactly what it's like. Yeah, totally. Well, Justin Bieber won. He cleaned up at the American Music Awards last night.
Good Canadian boy.
Yeah,
good on him.
good boy.
Is this the worst year for music?
No. Not in my opinion.
No, I think 13 years ago, yesterday, Milli Vanilli were busted for blatantly lip syncing. So I think we've had bad times.
Today, really?
Today in rock history.
Don't even have a feed to say that kind of stuff. I saw that on Facebook, and I was thinking, yeah, that was a pretty horrifically low spot.
I mean, the only difference really is the type of music that is now pop is different than what used to be pop. Every 5 years or so, it kind of, amalgamates from one thing to another. Just changes all over the place. And it used to be, pop music was only, for a while it was just rap. Remember when it was just constantly rap? That's all you'd hear. That
now
was
it's
pop.
more dance.
Now it's white girl pop. They got the Kesha and the Katie. But I mean, some of them are super talented and some of them aren't. And
always been that.
And what's the difference between that type of music and rock? Nothing. There's always going to be really terrible bands and the kind that change your life and can make you cry on your drive home listening to today's best rock and killer classics, Rock 106, right? So you never know. You get to hear some new music that'll blow your mind, and that's just the way it is.
Yes.
What are you guys listening to right now?
I'm listening to a couple of records right now. The Black Keys record. I love that record. Awesome record, top to bottom. And Dan Lanois has a new project called Black Dove with Trixie Whitley singing. Trixie Whitley's Chris Whitley's daughter. Chris Whitley's is the amazing guitarist, and she was obviously raised around really deep roots music, and it's a fantastic vibe record. So those are my two obsessions right now.
I don't know if I should be telling you this, but I've been listening to a lot of Katy Perry. Believe it or not.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not really the singles, but I've kind of discovered that some of her songs that aren't singles are actually incredibly written, amazing. Like Greg Wells is one of my favorite producers, and he's written. If it's not like the movies, I don't know if you've heard that song. Probably not on the station, but piano and her voice, and I'm like, oh, okay, she actually knows how to sing. Oh, and she does it really well, and oh my God, she's so hot. This is a really good combination. So that's kind of what I've been listening to, just whatever.
Okay. No, nothing wrong with that.
Now you feel bad.
Now I gotta go home. Now they're getting the beats, Blair.
Jeff, what are you into right now?
I don't know, kind of everything from Danko Jones' latest is really good. The STP record's really good. You know, revisiting a lot of the classics lately as well. So
Yeah.
We were listening to Motown this morning.
yeah, the Reverend Al Green.
Oh yeah,
Classic stuff.
Radio
The guy on the radio is
Nice.
mark that. Did you mark that?
How many times does that happen on your show?
I have not sworn on my radio show.
Really?
He stutters
But
when he
when
lies.
but when I was doing a couple remotes and they were recording like the last couple drop pop-ups,
Yeah.
I'd screw one up and I'd drop an F-bomb, and the guy one time did not actually pop it out, and I lost my nut. And that's okay, he was fine. Oh, I know him. He's coming.
On the radio.
That's awesome.
Really?
So this album that you guys released, it's released last year. Is there any new Crash Karma in the works? Because the thing is, like when you guys came together, it was a lot of studio work. Now you guys have been playing a lot live together. You know, obviously you mesh, together very well. Are you guys working on new songs?
That's the immediate agenda.
Oh, because I thought this was it. Sorry.
Just a one album.
You're ready for one.
So we are going to do another album?
Yeah, we pretty much got you shackled to
Wow,
a
well,
to a
you've heard it
radiator
here
studio.
first. Today's Best Rock and Killer Classics Rock 106.
We're going to chain you to the radiator at the studio until we're done.
Yeah, we want to do another album because it's so much fun. Honestly, we're having the best time, and it's something bad's going to happen. I mean, that's what
There's
it feels
too much
like.
fun going on.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
it's like
when,
that.
when things are too good, something terrible happens. So I'm just kind of like, oh, please, at least not be us hurting ourselves or dying or anything. Especially in a car accident, crash, karma. I don't want to hear those jokes. I don't want my family to read that in the newspaper. It's not funny. No crash death jokes if we ever did get into an accident.
Okay.
Wow, that got dark all of a sudden.
Yeah, you could have just said maybe.
Well, we just watched Law Abiding Citizen. We're still in that mode.
Yeah,
All right.
that's you
Leaving
have,
Las
to, you
Vegas.
have to be careful on the bus when you choose your movies. Last night we watched Law Abiding Citizen, Mayhem, Death, Destruction, and then we watched a cheerful little number called Leaving Las Vegas. If any of you out there haven't watched this film, don't. Brilliant film, Oscar performance from Nicolas Cage. The least fun I've had since we left.
I weeped alone
Weeped
in my
it.
bunk.
The show's tonight at Ezzy's. Desperate Union is opening up. We can't wait for it. Mike, Jeff, Amir, thanks for coming in, guys.
And
Crash
guys,
time,
don't
everybody.
forget to request on my own, because Scott wants to hear from you at today's Best Rock and Killer Classics. Rock 106.
What are you doing after the tour?
I'm looking for a job, brother.
Canadian.